should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 34 yards there and a first down. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
On first and 10, Darnold. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Jets.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And
fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
Outside. Mike's by four. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On first down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Brady. He's got it to James White. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. To throw is Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Check.
Now Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Wait, that's 53.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Alpha.
Now Brady. This is White on the screen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. First down, here's White. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65.
To throw, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brady now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And then Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Lady. I don't even know why this team. Go! 51 the mic. It's it.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, high 7.
On first down, it's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Wait, 29. Alpha.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Wait, 53.
Who that? Who that?
Hey, goal 66. Goal 50.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. Edelman was the intended target.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And this